My name is Charles Mercy. I'll be talking on sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia or disease is a disorder of the blood caused by an inherited abnormal hemoglobin. When we talk about this, we talk about the oxygen carrying protein within the red blood cells. This abnormal hemoglobin causes distorted red blood cells. The sickle red blood cells are fragile and prone to rupture. When the number of red blood cells decreases from rupture, hemolysis, that is, anemia, is the result. This condition is referred to as sickle cell anemia. The irregular sickled cells can also block blood vessels, causing tissue and organ damage and pain. There are major features and symptoms of this sickle cell anemia. One of it is fatigue and anemia. We have pain crisis. We have dactylitis, which is the swelling and inflammation of the hands and feet. We also have arthritis. We also have bacterial infections. We have sudden pooling of blood in the spleen and liver congestion. We have the lungs and heart injury. We have leg ulcers. We also have a septic necrosis and bone infarct, that is the death of portions of bone. We have eye damages. You can look at it as tractional retinal detachment. You can also look at it as rheumatogenic retinal detachment. Then when you come to an infant or young children, there are some signs and symptoms that they suffer. They suffer from fever, they suffer from abdominal pain, they suffer from pneumococcal bacterial infections, they can suffer from painful swelling of the hands and feet, which is the dactylitis, and also splenic sequestrations. Then looking at the age group of adolescents, that is the preteen and teens, and also the young adults, they are more commonly developed leg ulcers, a septic necrosis, and also eye damage, which I formerly referred to as tractional retinal detachment and also rheumatogenic retinal detachment. Under my target audience, sickle cell is most common inherited blood disorder, mainly in Africa and also United States. Looking at my statistical points, I can say that the model age group at which sickle cell disease was confirmed was 13 to 36 months age category. At about 10.4% of the subjects were diagnosed before 6 months of age. 35.7% diagnosed within the period of infancy. Note: it is also interesting to know that about 21% were diagnosed after 5 years of age. Now, Naomi has been dancing since she was 3, though the difficult moves and practices scheduled cause her more pain and exhaustion than most other children you can see. But Naomi keeps dancing ballet, she keeps dancing jazz, she keeps dancing moderns. When she joined the company, it was so grueling, and she had her thorns with, "I don't think I can do it." But she pulled herself up. She would say, "Let me get through this. Let me keep moving." Now, Naomi is 13. She was born with sickle cell disease, an inherited blood disorder that can cause stroke. It can cause pain. It can cause infections and other symptoms that you can think about. When you talk about red blood cells, it has an important job on delivering oxygen throughout the body. When a person has sickle cell disease, their red blood cells are a sickled shape, and they don't move through blood vessels as easily as normal red blood vessels, which are rounder and more flexible. But the symptoms can occur when the sickle cell aren't able to deliver enough oxygen to the brains, enough oxygen to the bones, enough oxygen to the muscles, enough oxygen to the lungs and other parts, because of the severe problems it can cause. The life expectancy for people with sickle cell disease is 42 to 48 years of age. Now, however, how would I use this? These postcards can be used as an education and also entertainment. The most important element is that it is important for healthcare providers, it is important for community workers, it is important for policymakers and other sickle cell diseases. You can get my resource information from American Sickle Cell Anemia Association. You can also see it from Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Thank you for listening to my podcast. Have a nice day.